Predicting the outcome of a hypothetical battle between the God's Knights and the Revolutionary Army in one piece involves analyzing the limited information available about both groups, their strengths, and their roles in the story. While the manga has not yet depicted a direct confrontation between these two factions, several factors suggest why the God's Knights might have an edge over the Revolutionary Army in a potential clash. However, since much about both groups remains speculative, any conclusion is tentative and based on current evidence from the series. Below, I'll outline the reasons why the God's Knights could potentially defeat the Revolutionary Army, while acknowledging the Revolutionary Army's strengths and the narrative context. Reasons why the God's Knights might beat the Revolutionary Army: superior authority and resources. The God's Knights are the elite guard of the Holy Land Mary Joaz, directly serving the celestial dragons and holding authority above even the Marines, including the admirals. This hierarchical superiority implies access to immense resources, advanced technology, and potentially the backing of the world government's most powerful figures such as the Five Elders or even Imu. The Revolutionary Army, while resourceful and growing, operates as an independent militia with limited funding and relies on guerrilla tactics and alliances. The Knights' position within the world government structure gives them a logistical advantage, including access to powerful weapons, intelligence, and reinforcements, which could overwhelm the Revolutionary Army in a sustained conflict. Implied exceptional strength. The God's Knights are portrayed as an extraordinarily powerful force, with their strength acknowledged by key figures like Monkey D. Dragon, the Revolutionary Army's leader. Dragon has stated that the real battle will begin only when the God's Knights are mobilized, suggesting they pose a greater threat than the Marines or admirals the revolutionaries have already faced. Their involvement in the God Valley incident 38 years ago, where they fought against formidable pirates like the Rocks Pirates and Roger Pirates, indicates they can contend with top-tier combatants. The Knights are believed to consist of celestial dragons with royal blood, trained for combat, unlike the typically weak and decadent world nobles. This elite status and historical precedent suggest individual members, especially their leader, could rival Yonko-level fighters, giving them a combat edge. Special abilities and devil fruits. Recent chapters in the Elbaf arc show that at least some God's Knights possess powerful devil fruit abilities. For example, 3 knights combining their devil fruit powers were described as capable of holding entire nations hostage, demonstrating devastating offensive potential. Additionally, their ability to travel through the abyss via a special mark allows for rapid mobilization and surprise attacks, a tactical advantage the Revolutionary Army may struggle to counter. While the Revolutionary Army has strong fighters with devil fruits, e.g., Morley's Oshi Oshi no Mi, Belo Betty's Kobu Kobu no Mi, their abilities are more supportive or situational, potentially less suited for direct confrontations with the Knight's destructive powers. Tactical advantage and strategic positioning. The God's Knights operate from Mary Joaz, a heavily fortified location, and their role as protectors of the celestial dragons means they fight on their own terms, often in defensive scenarios where they hold the advantage. The Revolutionary Army's strategy of attacking supply lines and inciting rebellions aims to draw the Knights out, but this risks overextending their forces. Dragon's plan to starve merry joys and force the knights into open-sea battles is clever, but the knights' ability to summon reinforcements instantly via the abyss could neutralize this strategy. Moreover, the knights' judicial authority allows them to execute even celestial dragons, indicating a level of ruthlessness and discipline that could outmatch the Revolutionary Army's more idealistic approach. Narrative role as formidable antagonists. In One Piece's final saga, the gods' knights are positioned as major antagonists, introduced to escalate the stakes against the Revolutionary Army and other factions. Their late introduction and Oda's emphasis on their power suggest they are designed to be a significant obstacle, potentially surpassing the admirals in threat level. The Revolutionary Army, while a key player, is often depicted as a supporting faction to the Straw Hat Pirates, and their narrative purpose may involve weakening the world government rather than defeating its strongest forces outright. Some fans on platforms like Reddit speculate that the knights are meant to defeat the Revolutionary Army to raise the stakes for Luffy and the Straw Hats, who might then need to finish the fight. What do you think? Like and subscribe.